Would you care to share more about hiring someone to film and how training and any behind the scenes stuff go about? It's always been my dream to do K-pop covers, but I'm too scared to join a crew. I've been waiting for someone to ask this question. Thank you so much for asking. I'm going to use this video to talk more about how I formed my dance crew and how we typically go from choosing our songs all the way up until performing in front of the public, filming, and then releasing those covers. So you might want to grab a coffee or a snack because this may be a bit of a long video. Step 1. Find other people to dance with. If you are going to form your own K-pop cover crew, of course you need other members. Either join an existing crew that's already established, or you can form your own crew. If you're looking to join an existing crew, I would suggest searching up dance crews that are in your particular area. So I am based in Sydney, and I would search up something like K-pop in public cover Sydney, and usually a lot of crews will come up and you can search for the one that you really like and then follow them on social media to see if they are recruiting, or contact them directly to ask if they take any auditions and whatnot. In my case, I formed my Floraison dance crew with a bunch of friends who like to dance. It started out simply as a hobby. We just all got together, danced a bit, had some fun covering an aespa song that never got released. And we started out pretty simple. None of us were particularly experienced in dancing.
We got together, chose a name for ourselves, made a small logo on Photoshop, and just, started uploading stuff.
Step 2. Decide on the songs that you will be dancing to. We just decide on the songs based on a suggestion sort of system. We kind of do a bit of a mix. So sometimes we will pick new songs and then sometimes we'll pick old songs. It really just depends on what the group feels like doing, or if someone begs on their knees for other people to help them do a particular cover. I should mention that these projects can take anywhere between 2 to 6 weeks. It really depends on how available your team members are. The other things that could factor in are whether you're going to have backups in the cover, for example, because the more people you have, the more people you need to position during the formation stage, the length of the song you're covering, and the difficulty of that song as well. Usually, boy group covers tend to have more difficult choreography, and so they usually take more time than girl group covers.
What are we filming today? Supernova! How long have we been prepping for this song? 6 fucking weeks!
Step 3. Pick who is going to be which member. In every K-pop dance cover, each person has to play a particular member in the group. Typically, we designate those roles via just a preference system. In our group chat, where we're organizing the project, we'll just send out a poll asking people for their preferences on which members they want to be. Usually it works out pretty easily, but if people clash on the members that they want, we just roll a dice or flip a coin to decide on who gets which member. If it just so happens that there are consecutive projects that someone doesn't get the member they want, then of course we try to be fair about it and just give them the role they want next time. Step 4. Learn the dance and attend the practices. In order to tackle an entire song, we will break it down into parts and designate a particular part to a particular practice. Let's say we had a song that we were tackling over the next 4 weeks and we wanted 1 practice a week. So then we would break down the song into 4 distinct parts. Let's say the first verse and the first chorus, the second verse and the second chorus, the bridge, and then the end of the song. Each practice would then become like a milestone in your project as to how much people are expected to know. In terms of how we organize where the practices actually fall, we will send out a let us meet at the beginning of the project. It is a calendar type form which allows people to choose exactly which times they are free over a certain number of dates. This allows us to put our practices on the dates which maximizes the number of attendees. For each practice, we will also break it down into sections. We will start off with formations, where we place everyone in the correct positioning. After that, we will work on cleaning the moves that we do together. So for example, in the chorus, most of the time the members are doing the exact same move. So we want it to look uniform, and therefore we will spend some time cleaning that together. Step 5. Plan your outfits. K-pop outfits are incredibly involved. If you look at literally any K-pop group, you will see that they are decked out in costumes. In order to recreate their concept, you will probably have to go looking for certain pieces online or even just make your own pieces at home, because they are either designer pieces of clothing or something someone constructed that they've given the artist to wear. It typically helps to have a document where you just organize everyone's outfits from their tops to their bottoms to the shoes that they're gonna wear, any accessories and things like that. Test your outfits before you dance in them. We've had many scenarios where we order like a skirt, maybe a pair of shoes, where we try to dance in it and it's just not feasible. Maybe the platform shoes are just too high, so you have to exert too much force in order to lift your leg, or maybe the mini skirt is too tight and so you can't spread your legs the way you want them to. Try out your outfits before you dance in them, because it could be a disaster on filming day if you can't dance to something that you've been practicing weeks for. Step 6, find someone to film and edit your cover. In Sydney, we have a couple of filmographers that are used by most K-pop crews. You are more than welcome to film it yourself or find a friend who can film it for you. You don't necessarily need a fancy camera. You could just film it on your iPhone if you really wanted to. We typically work together with that filmographer to decide on what our camera work should look like for the cover. Also, we will ask for other deliverables such as concept photos, or maybe we want to film some ending fairies, or even some TikToks. Our filming sessions last around 2 hours or so, and we do them as a one-take format, meaning we do the entire song from start to finish with no cuts. We perform usually in a pretty busy public area where there's a lot of foot traffic, so we can garner a bit of a crowd. We usually pay our filmographer a certain rate. He charges a set rate for each K-pop in public filming, and so we just pay him that once he sends us the invoice. And then for editing, either I will edit in-house or we will pay someone else to edit as well. Last but not least, step number 7, releasing the video and enjoying the fruits of your labor. Now you've got the final video in your hands, you can release it to the platforms of your choice. For my crew, our main platform is YouTube, and then after that we will release short form content across our TikTok, our Instagram and our YouTube Shorts. When we first started, we just uploaded onto YouTube and nothing more than that. It is okay to start really simple. You would have had to go through a very overwhelming journey of organizing outfits, practices and whatnot. So if you're just starting out, I would recommend just uploading the video and sharing it with your friends and family to show all the hard work that you've been putting in over the past couple of weeks. Anyway, I hope that answered your questions. Feel free to leave any more questions about K-pop dance covers or K-pop dance crews below. Don't be afraid to join a K-pop crew or to form your own K-pop crew. We all started out from somewhere. My crew started out as a humble group of friends who just like to dance. We just fumbled and found our way through each step. Don't be afraid, you can do it. I forgot to mention this earlier, but during the process of preparing for your K-pop cover, make sure you experiment with your hair and your makeup and your clothing and accessories. K-pop is a really great way to be creative with your looks and to try out new things. Just have lots of fun with it and see what works for you.